Allseeingeyetarot, here with your divine partnerships. This is going to run from today's the 26th. We're going to go from March the 26th until April 26th. This is going to be divine partnerships. Pick your message. Okay, so formulate your questions in your mind, and then I want you to pick which number, and I am going to interpret all three piles. Okay? All right, so I'll pause, give you some time to think. You could pause with me, and then when you come back, have your questions formulated, and then choose which number resonates with you. Okay, so remember, I do not know what's under these cards. I have not looked at them. I did them all face down, so I will see them when you see them. All right, so you chose pile number 1. Hopefully you got your questions together, and hopefully I can answer them. All right, we have the 9 of Cups. I have some tarot, some Lenormands, Romance Angel Oracle, and also the Journeys of Love. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Death card. And for the Lenormands, we have the Snake, the Ship, the Key, and the Clover. We got Make the Effort. We'll put this here or something. And then we have Acceptance. Okay. So let's see. Okay, but looking at these cards and just meditating, I feel like the individual that chose pile number 1 could have had the opportunity to meet somebody very significant. Now, this could be any zodiac sign, even though we have the King of Cups here. It just kind of represents that the person that you met, he could be a businessman, he could be a traveling businessman, and he could already be inside of opportunity, like dealing with a karmic soulmate or somebody that lives, it would be away from you, so over water, overseas, somebody that lives a distance. Okay, the two of you are separated. I feel like they will put you in this type of situation because you need to learn how to have the courage to step forward and say how you feel, mean what you say. You may be the type of person that struggles with coming out with your feelings, even though you want to be happy and you want to be in a relationship. You don't really have the guts or the balls to really, approach a person and really tell them how you're feeling. There's a small window of opportunity here looking at this key with the clover, okay? Because this may be a man that is highly sought after. He's a man that, stays on the road. He's a businessman, or he travels, or, he just has his hands in a lot of things. So if he has shown you attention, shown you that he's attracted to you, then I feel like you should take that opportunity and you should run with it. Be very honest. Let him know how you feel. And don't worry about the rejection. You may have had problems in your past where maybe you waited too long to approach a person. Maybe you didn't let the individual know how you feel. I'm looking at this shit on my wall. I mean, it's like almost burnt and shit. I got to move this away from the wall. This candle. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. Anyway. This shit is all over my wall from this candle. It's black. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so maybe in the past you were rejected. You found that you got rejected by people that you really liked, people that you were interested in. And I don't feel that you got rejected because of the way you look or anything when it comes to physical. I think that you've been rejected because you just missed your opportunity. You've always been in a rat race sort of thing where there was other females that were vying for the attention of the person that you vie for. Maybe you tend to go after those individuals that have a lot of money or that are very attractive or that's just very hard to obtain, okay? I feel like if you make the effort, just like the card says, that you may not be disappointed. This person may, be like, oh, okay, well, I was feeling the same way. I'm glad that you stepped forward and you let me know how you feel. Let's try to get something started. Let's see what we can do with this, you know. But if you sit back and you do absolutely nothing, you could miss out to this other woman that may be, you know, she doesn't mind traveling and she doesn't mind going to the end of the moon to obtain this guy. Okay, so you're in a little bit of competition right now. However, it could work out for you if you have the courage to step forward and to tell this individual how you're feeling. All right. This type of reading, I definitely see with a lot of soulmates. Okay, I wouldn't call it twin flame or life partner. It's just, it looks like soulmate energy. Somebody that you like, you have an opportunity to get to know them a little better. They feel the same way about you. It's just that they're very busy. All right. Now, if you don't approach this person because he doesn't seem like the type of individual that's going to come and approach you, because he has options, you know, the Nine of Cups there, he has options. He has it all. He has money, he's financially stable, and he has a lot of different women that are trying to get his attention, or vice versa. This is a woman who's very successful, who's always on the road, who's always traveling for work, and she has a lot of guys that are trying to get her attention. But she's waiting for that one man that has a lot of courage, that demands what he wants, you know. Not the type of guy to sit back and just, you know, send out little gestures. Oh, hey, you look nice today. We should go get a cup of coffee. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. The type of man that's going after this woman needs to be, you know, very direct. It is what it is. Listen, I'm taking you out. We're going to the bar, whatever. I'm looking for a lady. You got all the qualities I'm looking for in a woman. I'm taking you out. This is what it is. You know, don't give her an option to think. You know, just go right to her. You know, she likes that type of character. Okay? All right, so the romance angels. It says, great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. All right? So this is it could be a very prominent engagement. If you know, let this person know how you're feeling and you just go after it. You know, don't think about it. You know, if you sit back and think about it too long, the opportunity could be taken from you. Like I said, you do have a little competition and you have maybe even this little small involvement that this guy may have. He could even be a guy that has a kid on the way. Doesn't matter. You still have the opportunity here if you are strong enough and willing to step out there and put yourself out there. Okay? It says you receive this card because some action steps on your part are necessary in order for your prayers about your love life to be answered. The angels have opened the doors for you, and now it's time for you to walk through them. The first thing that comes to mind with respect to taking action is a good starting place for you. When you ask for spiritual help, you always receive it. Often this help comes in the form of intuitive guidance, which consists of repetitive feelings and thoughts. So if you're thinking about this person 24/7, you can't get them out your mind, but you're asking, God, is this the one? Is this the one I'm supposed to be with? And you keep thinking about that person, then you need to go ahead and step out there and let this person know how you're feeling. You get the sense that you should do this or that. You receive this card as a nudge to actually take that action. You'll then receive the next piece of the puzzle, meaning another intuitive message about what to do next. Okay? So a lot of times, you know, if you have problems taking initiative or going after what it is that you like, Spirit will only give you a little bit at a time. Okay? So maybe and it will come as simple as maybe you're sitting at home and you're not doing anything and your girlfriend calls you on the phone. Hey, love, let's go out. Let's go have a drink. Now, normally you don't like to go have a drink, but you're bored. You don't have anything else to do. You need to go out and have that drink. Now, when you're there, you don't know that this person that you like or you have a crush on is going to be there. Okay. But if you tell everybody no, 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 then they don't have, you know, the angels don't have any ways or means to get through to you. Okay. So you might see them while you're at the bar and you may get this nudge. I should send them a drink. You may be scared to walk directly up to them, but just send them a drink. You know, open up the window so that they can come through. All right. Maybe they're a lot shyer than you. I feel like this person is the type of individual that they don't have to approach you because they have so many people approaching them. Okay. So when you're in competition and you have, you're not the type of woman that really takes initiative or takes action or goes after a man that you want, and you're going up against a woman who does, you know, the snake and the ship, she's willing to go to the end of the earth. She sees an opportunity. She takes it. She doesn't bullshit. Then you may have to do things a lot differently in order to get this man's attention. Don't throw yourself all at him and try to have sex with him that night, but just do something out of the ordinary, you know, send him a drink instead of waiting on him to send you a drink. You know, pick up his tab instead of waiting on him to tab you, you know, just little things like that. Okay. You may get lucky. If you like, you can ask the angels to give you the motivation, courage, time, and energy to take these steps. Know that each one brings you closer upon the pathway to great love. Okay? Now for this next card, it says acceptance. So we're going to read that. It's card number 55. This is in the Journeys of Love. It says, you have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards a healing of our world, and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine just as you are. There is nothing to change. Just be you. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make a contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. People that often pray and often ask for a relationship, or just the experience of having a relationship. What does it feel like to be loved? I want to see what it feels like to share with another person. You know, the divine said, oh, okay, you want the experience. No problem. We'll give it to you. Okay. And a lot of times it feels like you got to jump through hoops to get it. But the truth of the matter is you just need to be yourself, and you just need to have some courage to step forward and do, you know, don't be afraid to walk outside of the lines. Okay. Because a lot of times, you know, when these opportunities come to you, you have to walk outside of the lines. Okay. Think of the clover. You know how hard it is to find a clover in the middle of a fucking field of flowers? Okay. It's very difficult. All right. So if you're walking a straight path, you probably won't run into that clover. But if you're walking outside of the lines, going left to right or whatever, and really searching, it could be right there in front of your face. Okay, so you might have to walk outside of the lines. The little poem says, shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow, in places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again. Soulmate energy, like I said. Okay, so this is a soulmate energy, and this is an opportunity for those of you that have been praying, asking Spirit for an opportunity to share your love, or to let someone know the real you, or get to know you. Okay, they've given you the opportunity. They've given you the land, don't possess it. Okay, alrighty. So that is for if you chose number 1. Those of you that have chose number 2. Let's see, what do we have? We have the 7 of Swords, the Chariot, and the Moon. We got the Bear, the Shedding Snake, the Garden, and the Scythe. The card says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. The next card says self-initiation. Okay? So we'll read those in a minute. Let me meditate on these cards and see what they are saying. All right, I had to say this. I had to unpause it and say this real quick, because this is what this reminds me of, looking at all these cards. It reminds me of a person who has gotten into a fight. Let's say you got into a fight and you lost that fight. And you know how you tried to hide and you're afraid to go back outside because you lost that fight, so you're a little bit embarrassed, so you don't have the initiative to get back in the fight and try it again? This is one of those situations. So, for instance, you could have had somebody that you were going after, somebody very significant. There's definitely going to be a victory, but it is the way in which you choose to go after it that delivery is going to be given to you. Okay? Hence the Chariot. You may have tried many different directions in which to approach this individual. Okay? To the point where now it's like, I don't even give a fuck. I'm not going after this motherfucker. I done tried everything. I've done everything. But what Spirit is saying to you, looking at these Lenormands, is that now you've given up on a fight. You think of a bear, the bear hibernates. It's been all winter. You've been hiding away. You haven't even went out to look to see if the elements have changed, the energy have changed around this situation. Okay, you've been hiding. Okay, hence the 7 of Swords. You know, he's in his office. He's by himself. He's thinking, you know, he's all in his head. All right. And it could be that this person hurt your feelings, all right? Somebody rejected you or something like that. Spirit is telling you to come out of hiding. It's time to shed your skin, okay? You need to get out. You need to be out in the open. And if you get out in the open and you pull yourself together, have strength to shed your skin and transform and show the new you, because you've learned some things when you were hidden in your little cubby hole. I'm surprised the Hermit didn't pop out on this spread. But you've learned some things while you were, you know, refusing to fight, while you were reflecting. This is a moment of reflection, okay? If you come out, then you'll learn that Spirit has done most of the work for you, hence the Moon card up there. Okay, while you were in the dark, we were already working some things out for you. It's not going to be the same way it was the last time you tried it. So you should go out there and you should go and find that person, and you should try to try it again. Whatever you got rejected on the first time, you should try it again, because you would see that things have changed. The energy has changed. Another thing is the moon usually goes in cycles. There's different cycles to the moon. Okay. The moon is a card of timing. And it's also a card of things that change. Hidden elements that change. What was hidden to you is now being revealed. The person that you were going after, the man that you were looking towards, the woman that you were looking towards, may have been off the market at the time. They may have been knee-deep in something else. Okay, another involvement. But what you'll see, if you get up and you go out there and you try it again, is that Spirit has cut that out for you. So now it'll be a victory. But first it's going to have to take you having the courage to get up, get on your horse again, and ride like the chariot would. Okay, despite the rejection and the pain that you have felt. I usually see cards like this with twin flames, life partners, people that have put in a lot of time, a lot of energy into something that didn't manifest into anything positive, to the point where it takes the very faith out of you. Okay, it takes faith out of you. You know, it's just like, fuck it. I don't want anything else to fucking do with it. I'm done. They won. I can't beat this. I can't, you know, there's nothing else that I can do. I've shown this person I like them. I've tried to get their attention, and nothing has happened between us. They've rejected me. Okay. At the time, they were knee deep, maybe in a karmic situation that they couldn't take you up on your offer. But I feel like, you know, between the months of the 26th through the 26th of April, there's a possibility that you will see that the energy has changed. All right. This is about, I feel like Spirit will put you in this situation when they're trying to teach you how to believe in yourself. Okay. Sometimes things get really hurt. You can get rejected so bad that you give up on yourself and you just figure, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. They don't want me. They've rejected me. I've done everything that I could do. I'm done. Okay, I feel like looking at this reading, Spirit is trying to urge you to get up and go out. Get out. Get outside. All right. All winter, the bear sleeps. We are in the springtime now. The garden is lush. It's time to shed that old skin and come out as the new and transformed you. And there has been a way cut for you. You know, it just looks like this is the same fucking garden. See, it's all neatly pruned and everything. See, there's like a pathway in there. There's no pathway here. But now there's a pathway. There's a way that you can go in order to get to your destination. It's been pruned. Everything is in order. Everything is bundled up and neatly stacked away now. Now you have the opportunity to go towards that person. I feel like I said, twin flame energy, life partner, because these individuals teach you about self. And this is more of a reading about self-initiation. Just like this card says, this is self. This is having the courage to stand up after you've been knocked down time and time again. Do you have the courage to stand up and try it again? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, okay? This person hurt you. They devastated you. They've knocked the wind completely out of you. Some fights you win, some fights you lose. You didn't lose this fight. It's just that you were waiting on time and you were waiting on the cycles and moon to change. All right? And the time is ripe right now. But you have to have the courage to get back up and play again. Try it again. Get back on the board. You've went AWOL. You've locked yourself away. You don't want to be bothered. You don't go out. You don't drink with your friends. You don't have a good time. You sit in a house depressed and defeated. Okay? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. You've given up on love. You haven't had any suitors in years. You don't even know how to date anymore. You feel like it all fails anyway. Why should I even try it? Let's read these cards. Romance angels, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It says, like the unicorn in the image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. Thaw and reawaken. Thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. Self-initiation, number 12. You're being touched by a wave of your own light and motion. Can you feel the blessings and love that are flowing towards you from within you in an upsurging wave of love? This is your own pure divine nature. You can choose to empower another as the carrier of your own divinity, of course. And sometimes if you are not quite ready to recognize your own divine essence, this needs to be. Yet at any moment, you can choose to recognize that it is you who are initiating yourself into love, that you are the being of light, the divine that is drawing you forward into yourself. At any moment, you can choose to recognize yourself. Will this be such a moment? This oracle holds a message for you. There are many teachers on this path. Some humble, some wise, some great companions on your life journey, and some who will enter in and out of your life quickly, perhaps imparting a helpful word or teaching you a more challenging lesson about trusting and relying upon your own wisdom. Sorry, guys. The greatest teacher, however, is life itself. You can trust in your own experiences and know that it is the divine spark within you, the life within you, that is the one true teacher who carries you home in awakened reunion with the divine. How easy to love, the words flow when it is right. I dare not tell you. That is twin flame energy. Okay, so that's for you twin flames who have given up on love. You've been devastated. You couldn't make it work. People that have been in real twin flame unions know that all the shit that people tell you about twin flames, oh, we just came together and it was unlike anything that ever happened and it was so beautiful and I love him and it's everlasting. And no, Linda, no. Twin flame energy is very difficult and it feels like you're strained. It feels almost like you're going against what spirit wants for you and there's nothing you can do to make this shit work. Nothing, literally nothing. It will drain you of just about every ounce of strength that you have within you. And you will start to, you know, if you've never fallen in love with something that was invisible and you couldn't change it, then you don't know what twin flame energy is. Okay. When I say that there is no scientific method behind how this union came together, this means that you didn't fuck them. You're not having sex with them. You didn't have sex with them years ago and then come back to them. That is not twin flame energy. Okay, real twins know that we've never even touched these motherfuckers. But yet and still, every time I try to move on with my life, you keep pulling me in. What the fuck is going on? I mean, it's very frustrating because it's sort of like you don't have the opportunity that most people have when you are a real twin. You don't have the opportunity to get into different relationships and stuff, okay? Most of your life, 98% of your life, is going to be spent alone. Preparing for the union, keeping your soul and your temple cleansed completely, okay? And those twins that did get the opportunity to marry, they only married for maybe a couple years and it was over. Okay, so because most of your life, like I said, is spent alone. So those of you that have been in marriages for 20 and 30 years and you say, is this my twin flame? Probably not. I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? Maybe a life partner, but not twin flame energy. Twin flame is really accepting the journey of being alone. It really is. It's a lot of times you're going to see a lot of self cards when you're looking at twin flame unions. People say, Bella, how do you see twin flames within the cards? Because I see you. I'm not going to see another person. I'm not going to see the interaction between other people. With twin flames, you see the self because it is truly a mirror. Okay? And it is the self. It's invisible. It's fucked up, but it is. It's invisible. It is like it doesn't even exist. You look crazy as fuck when you try to explain to people this divine connection. You can't explain it to people. Okay, without sounding crazy, like you've lost your whole goddamn mind. And there is a difference between unrequited love too. I guess some people that think it is they meet somebody and you got about 2 or 3 years that you've known a person and it didn't develop between you and that person and you think it's your twin flame. No, 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 no. I'm gonna tell you this. You need to go about 5, 6, 7+ years, okay? And it still be, the momentum and the energy is still going between the two of you before you could even consider that you're with a twin flame. I try to tell you guys that I've had a story where it went 3 years and nothing developed and it felt very real. And that was only a catalyst because nothing ever happened between me and that individual. And that was the one that came right before my twin. But when it came to soulmate and karmic soulmate, that shit happened immediately. I mean, we were in a bed instantly rolling in the haystack. Like, it was nothing like, it didn't struggle, especially with soulmates. Soulmates, it didn't struggle at all. It was just, this is the person that completes me. I love this person. We are the same individual. We share a lot of the same likes and dislikes. And, you know, it's perfect energy. It feels perfect. But with twins, you don't share the same, likes and dislikes. I'll put it that way. This motherfucker will challenge you in every way that you've ever been challenged in. The twin forces you to look within yourself, the ugly parts of yourself that you don't want to acknowledge, the narcissistic behaviors that you do, you know, the whorish ways that you secretly try to keep from everybody, that sort of thing. It's not a very beautiful energy. It's probably one of the ugliest relationships you'll ever encounter. It's not a relationship at all. Believe it or not, it is more frustrating, okay, than anything. And I tried to tell you that, but you still call and say, this is my twin flame. I never felt this way. I had sex with him and it feels beautiful. Okay, well, you'll feel that way with any new penis you get, okay? That feels good or that can fuck you real good. Especially if you've been lonely, you're going to feel like everybody's your goddamn twin flame. Trust me. This is why there's so many people that say, oh, well, there was that last one that I thought was my twin flame, but this one I really know is my twin flame. Come on, Linda. No, fuck to the no. You will know this motherfucker's your twin flame because you won't like them. You won't accept it. And most of the time, you're telling yourself, this can't possibly be a twin. This is not a twin flame. What is the purpose of this shit? There is no way this could... No, I don't believe that this is not a twin flame. Most of the times, that is what a twin flame would feel like. Moving on, if you chose number 3, we have the Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the World. We have the Lord, which would be equivalent to the Emperor, the Birds, the Tower, and the Heart. We have the Honeymoon. Oh, and a Yin-Yang Lover. This is a beautiful reading for those of you that chose this one. This sounds like soulmate energy too. Like I said, soulmate energy is very harmonious. It's a harmonious feeling. Life partners don't feel that way either. It's not harmonious at all. That is, I've been trying to leave him for 17 years and I can't. He won't let me go, and I can't let him go, and I feel him everywhere. And we fight like a motherfucker. We went to jail last week, and we got back out. We're still together. That's life partners. Yeah, he busts my head. I got 52 stitches, but I still love him. I'm telling you, that's life partnership. Retarded ass relationships. Okay, let me focus on this. Okay, you chose number 3 because you may have somebody in your life that you're trying to figure out whether it's the one or not. Also, this stands for some of my newlyweds. You're asking, is this the one? Is it going to work out for me? Is it going to fall apart? I need to know. You're nervous. Okay. You're doing a lot of communication. You may have people around you that gossip, shit like that. You don't really trust the person that you married or the person that you got in a relationship with. And it could be because in the past, you know, you never had it this good. Okay. And Spirit is giving you something good and you tend to worry about it. This is beautiful soulmate relationships that are coming together. This could be a pregnancy as well as a marriage, okay? This is beautiful energy. Like I said, that's coming together. Soulmate energy. Yes, it is the one. You can't ask Spirit, is it the one? Because they'll always tell you yes. I'm just here to tell you, okay? Don't waste your time with it. I've searched every which way I could search, used every goddamn crystal I own, and I own over 300, okay? So I have been there, done that. They will always tell you this is the right one, okay? It's simple. Every person that you get with, every opportunity that you have to share is significant to Spirit because it is a teaching lesson. It is learning. So yes, everything is the one. Okay. But this is actually a beautiful, harmonious relationship. After having a very hard time, you finally met somebody that you just get along with. Okay. This is also for some of you younger ones that are not near twin flame or life partner energy yet. You're just now starting out. You're just now getting your feet wet, and Spirit is still babying you a little. They're still giving you a bottle. Okay. So you still have those beautiful relationships that manifest. Okay. This relationship has the potential to last a very long time. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of problems, you know, but if you communicate properly together, you can work through just about anything. Okay. Every situation, every relationship is going to come with some sort of argument, some sort of little bit of problems. But as long as you keep the lines open for communication and you talk about what it is that you want, you respect what he tells you, he respects what you tell him, and you work together, I think it'll be a beautiful thing. The thing you want to be careful with is thinking negatively. Be careful. Leave the world outside of your relationship, okay? Because they'll fuck with you. Excuse me. As soon as you get your little piece of the pie, you get your little bit of happiness, here come these crazy bitches like, girl, you better watch him. Niggas ain't shit. They be cheating. You know, you have to watch that shit because then it causes you to no longer feel proud and no longer feel happy, and then you start to investigate. When you start to investigate this person, then it tends to fall apart, you know, because then you start seeing, oh, this motherfucker been hiding. He's cheating on what it is. I got the opportunity. Fuck you. You find your own opportunity. Okay. This is my man, my ain't shit man, my ain't shit woman. This is my shit. Okay. This is my lesson. Let me learn it and stay out of my business. Okay. Keep people out your business. All right. Yes, this is the one. Yes, you met a really great person. Okay. As well as if you ask the question, is this person the one for me? And this person has been disappearing on you. It could be that this person is married and you didn't even know it. All right. You may be talking to someone that is already in sort of a divine partnership, a soulmate with a very loving soulmate. And they may be happy. Okay. And maybe, you know, maybe their wife is nagging the fuck out of them. And then they just so happen to step out of the relationship. It happens. Even in soulmate relationships, they're still cheating. Okay, it's inevitable. It happens with everybody. However, if you ask the question, you know, and you wanted to know, what is he doing behind my back that I don't know about? And you ain't married to the motherfucker, then he's probably married. Okay, they're trying to show you, oh, well, he got a baby with someone else. Or he just recently got married. Or he's married to a soulmate. Or you're the third party in a situation. You know, that sort of thing. Okay, but if you simply just met somebody and it's a very beautiful relationship and you're just like, Spirit, I want to know where this is going. Is this the one? Then they're telling you, yes, it is the one. Okay. And it has a potential to last a long time if you keep the outside world outside of your business. All right, honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This card indicates the need for a getaway to nurture romantic love. The specific application of this message depends upon the person who is inquiring. Like I said, it depends, because you could be asking, what is this dude doing behind my back? And he could be married with someone else, okay? For some, this card has a literal meaning. You are going away with your new spouse following your wedding. For those already in a long-time partnership, this card speaks to reigniting the spark by taking a romantic holiday. It can also relate to honeymoon period of a new relationship. And for still others, this card indicates that you will meet someone special while on a vacation. Okay? Yin Yang Lover. I never read this one before. That's kind of neat. I like the Yin Yang Lover. Okay, let's see what that says. The force of attraction is stronger than your conscious control. There is no need to fight this inner genius. You can learn to speak its language instead. What is it that captures you, that pulls you close, that holds so much light for you? Why fight it? I told you they're in a brand new relationship and they're so scared and they're trying to reject it. And they think this person is, it's a setup and they're going to get their feelings hurt. And it's not the case. Don't step away from what you really love to grab hold of a second prize. Why not claim your first prize? You hear that? That's powerful. Let me read it again. Don't step away from what you really love to grab hold of a second prize. Why not claim your first prize? That spoke 1,000 words. It is there waiting for you. It is yours alone. Beloved, no one else can claim your own divine birthright for you. Be yielding and let your desire fill your body, your heart, and your mind. You don't have to fight for what is already yours. It will come to you through the field of attraction that emanates from your own heart. It is not a question of worthiness or deservedness. It is not a question of trying to work out what you need or want. Your heart always knows. Listen, if you still can't hear, then just feel. You'll get the gist of it soon enough. This oracle has a message for you. No matter whether you seem to be heading closer to your goal or farther away, you are making real spiritual progress. And what you want is the same thing that is wanting you. What you are seeking is seeking you. It's only a matter of time before you get it. Here's the poem. The moment when to feel my heart again. It's measured not in time or sweet remorse, not tears that wash away unbridled pain, or morning's light which sings its soft retort. Such love has slept through storm and winters long. No call could break the stillness, embrace, or hasten change before the season's song unfurls its melody in words so chaste. Empowered thus, I find myself compelled to cast aside emotions dormant still. My feelings spoke from the depths, the answers welled. No need or past the emptiness to feel. At one, our touch has opened hearts anew. Of patience born, there waits a love so true. Wow, that is fucking powerful, Linda. Why didn't I pick that one? I picked number 2. But... and don't be trying to change all answers. You know which one you chose. That is your message. Don't be like, okay, well, 1 and I was thinking 3, so I'm going to listen to 3. No, Linda. Whatever one you chose, that's what you stick with. Okay? Because the people that chose 3 from the beginning, and that was their message. Okay? Don't be trying to make something that's not yours. That's a nice card, huh? I never got that card before, believe it or not. Not even with my twin. I be pulling on my twin and shit. I don't get shit like that. You know what I get? I get the ancient ones and distant shores and shit. Fuck. I'll wait for that one. When that comes, I'll let everybody know. Okay, Linda? Anyway, that's a beautiful, beautiful. If you chose, they're all beautiful, and it's all right. Because everybody's in different stages of their unions. Everybody's in different learning situations. So, it's all beautiful and it's all in divine timing. Okay? Hopefully you understood your message and you got it. You understood the answers that I've given. Okay. Yeah. So, I love you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this divine partnership. And those of you that chose number 2 like me, you heard what we were supposed to do. We're supposed to get out the house, Linda. Have some faith, because, you know, anybody that knows me knows that I don't like talking about that twin flame shit. I ain't got no bout of faith. I done been through this shit for 8 years. Fuck him and the boat he rode in on. Fuck this whole divine partnership. For me, you know, don't be like me. You know, you might have more faith than me. You might not have been through the struggle the way I've been through the struggle with my twin. You might be just beginning. I don't want everybody to think that it's a bad experience. You know, nothing is bad. You make it more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, it doesn't need to be difficult. It's just sometimes, you know, it was taking so long for me, and what people don't know is that I was trying to manipulate it a lot. I was manipulating it. So I was using all kind of crystals and everything, trying to speed up the process. And that is how I became a walk-in today. Messing around with stuff I had no business, not having patience. And, you know, now it's just like, you realize that the things that you thought were important is not important at all. You know, trying to have somebody needing some other person to complete you, that's not important. You have to be content to be, you know, alone. And then you don't even want to do it like me. You want to do it better than me. Because there is a such thing as trying to be content to be alone, but not having any faith to even look for anything. And then when the opportunities come your way for soulmates and karmic soulmates, you just pass it up because you've given up on love altogether. You don't want to do that, okay? You still want to keep your heart open for love and affection. It's just that, you know, Spirit is dealing with me. I've been through a lot in my union, a lot of bad shit, okay? Me and my twin, we can't even talk, okay? Well, I'm not talking to him no more. I don't give a fuck what boat he done came in on, but he's an ignorant ass, okay? And you can tell him I said he's probably already watching because he watches my videos. But he's ignorant and rude, and he needs some work, honey. Okay, Linda? I had a crazy experience the other day. I want to talk about it, but I'm not going to talk about it right now because it is not time for me to give that information, but it fucked me up all the way, Linda, when I seen this, okay? It is so important to complete your union, okay? To be patient and to follow what Spirit wants you to follow, okay? Because just when I thought that a union has to come together, I'll put it this way. It has to come together. Whether it's you or a duplicate, but it's going to come together. More on that story a little later. I'm not at liberty to discuss it with you right now. I still have to speak to the Spirit guys before I release that type of information, but it fucked me up completely. Okay, and those of you that have been with me for a while, you know how I feel about twin flame shit. But this right here was on some whole nother level shit, and I will disclose the information. I'll probably do it face to face. You know, where I record my face and so you can see my expressions. I mean, I was just dumbfounded when I seen this. I thought I'm still learning a lot about this twin flame thing, this twin flame journey, because I've never been through this process before. So even though I'm quite far, there's just some things that I thought it went a whole different way. I thought you had to be with your twin flame. It has to work out. But what I'm learning, Linda, like I said, it has to be together, whether it's you or a duplicate. I love you guys. Like, share, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification button. Take advantage of Special 50. Special 50 is closed on Saturday. Today is Monday. You got a week. Get it together, Linda. Okay? I love you much. Remember to timestamp the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Until next time, enjoy.